Okay, if anybody happened to watch any videos or hear me talk about my potentiometer being different than the original one, and here I have my little notes, you know, telling me everything that I did. I never looked at the back side of this paper, because if I had, I would have found out that I needed to use A and C for this application. Go figure. The answer is always right in front of your face. We're going to try a different tool in here now. I want to try this one. Wasn't doing so great with the steel, and I thought I was getting a good finish with this. Well, that clearly wasn't the tool. Let's try something else. I'm looking for the mirror finish it should be producing. I think it's going to be this tool. Going to try one about 5/1000. It's a little more, maybe. I gotta get rid of all the backlash. There's 5.5. There's oil. There was oil. It's 816. $816,000. No, what the hell am I saying? 5,860 RPMs. Gonna call that 0. I'm gonna do 5,000 again. Okay, this is going to be 10 thousandths. Let's try 15. Okay, there's 15 thousandths. A little oil. Okay, there's a secret. If you want to get a finish, you got to take some material away. So I started with a 1/2 inch down here. And I ended with 7/8. Half inch plus 7/8 is my travel is so far. Let me see if I can get some more travel out of that. That was about 700 RPMs. It was a 15 thousandths depth of cut. And what are we looking? What are we filming here? posts. So, okay, everything is clear. We have our drill in. And that baby is chucked up a lot further than I'd like to see it chucked up. I'm actually grabbing on the flutes. But I am on the flutes and I'm not grabbing onto thin air anywhere. Which might cause a problem. And the problem is you're not going to see it because this drill is not turning. It is the workpiece. So, it is my intention to try to open this hole up large enough to get my boring bar in there, or a boring bar, and using the compound start cutting a taper in there and see if we can remove all the material inside of that thing and make a kind of a thimble kind of thing. So it could be a an alternative. It could be an alternative lampshade, or it could be a lampshade for a lamp that doesn't exist yet. Who knows? Let's see how this stuff drills. Let me get my oil ready. And I probably could show off my lathe skills using aluminum and probably make it look pretty easy. But I got a lot of this copper, and it is kind of a challenge. Okay, let's see how nice and slow. I think the speed's okay. I don't know if that can become work hardened in that short of a time. Well, it doesn't look like the chips are clearing out of the clearing out of the bottom flute, or the flute closest to us, as well as it is on the top, and make sure we're nothing welded on there. I know aluminum will weld itself on there. See if I can find that speed again. Okay, that's 400 RPMs. I'm going to kind of see what my depth is here. As far as a flat hole, we're about 20-30 seconds. I think I want to go I didn't think so. I'd like to go the whole length, an inch and a half or better. Okay, I found a little stubby drill. That thing is 3.5 inches. One thing that kind of troubles me though is it looks like I was the last one to sharpen it, which means it might not cut anything. I am not a great drill sharpener. I adopted somebody's method that is a kind of a backwards way of doing it. And, well, we'll see how successful it is. So we're going to run a little slower here, I think, because we got a smaller diameter. These are all things I've learned from watching you. I still can't, you know, and my brain still won't let me do the harder material turn slower, you know. Okay, we're already off a little bit. We found the center. Okay. There was a good chance for my circuit breaker to pop. It didn't, but who's to say it wouldn't have blown a fuse either? Looks like a good, looks like that drill is cutting well though. Get a little more oil up in there. And I think I can probably get a boring bar in this diameter. Yeah, we're getting metal on, we're cutting on both floats, so. Speed it up a little bit. Slow down the feed maybe would have been a better idea. I guess I should have turned this thing off a few minutes ago. Let's go ahead and get down to depth with this. Okay. Okay. There's your bore coverage, and this was the noise that you heard. This is my brass jar. Let's knock the lid off of it. Okay, we're back. This is my camera setup. We've got one of these deals that's supposed to like go to your office desk, and it's got like the bendy arms on it. And then I bought this little holder, which is kind of a through thing. I had to do some grinding on that to make it work, and basically we just drop that in there, plug in the microphone, and away we go. And I can also bring it over here to this little cart, and I stick it on that holder, and we can look at my, what do they call this? This is the Law Pro, made by Quartermaster car seat organizer. This baby hangs over your your passenger seat headrest, and it's got, doesn't always have knives in it. There's a nice slicing knife, a Postmaster scale, place for your silver coins, large thermos, laptop, pens, pencils, even basketballs. Yeah. And it kind of sits on your passenger seat back, and organizes your stuff. Who said we were all about turning metal? Okay, I was looking in this drawer for an appropriate I just wonder if this would work. I mean, is that a boring bar? I think it is. Yeah, that's brazed on. There's a brazed on cutter on there. If I put that on there, and I decided to feed a little bit off center, it's going to cut all the way down this line. If I took it at an angle, it wouldn't do anything, but I could go straight in. You know what? If my holder will hold this, I believe it will. It's a 1/2 inch shank. I think we'll try that. I'm about ready for a battery change. Okay, I'm kind of excited about this. No idea if it's going to work or if that's what this tool is made for, but it kind of looks like a boring bar, and I guess there's plenty of room for the chips to evacuate. Get a little oil on the situation and run this through at I don't know how fast I want to go. Let's kind of go slow at first. Okay, there's 300, that's 380. cutting on the, well, it's where it's going to cut, I guess. Up in there. There's the end of the hole. And we're cutting more on the way out because the geometry of the tool has changed because of the play in my carriage. Okay, let me try increasing the RPMs. Gotta stop here about 500. This time I'm going to, I'm not going to let it cut on the way out. Okay, let's, find a zero. We'll call that 0. And I'm going to get rid of all the backlash. Let's just try to really, well, we'll try 5 thousandths. Of course, I went the wrong way. I'm not making anything particular here. Just working on my lathe skills, I guess. Well, I don't guess. That's what I'm doing. I'm just playing around. I love it. Problem is, I love cleaning up the mess almost as much as I do making the mess. I tell you, there's so much to learn in this. You know, I got that machine in there, a cutter grinder. You know, I could probably replace that with a benchtop machine to suit my needs and my skills. I need to order some aluminum and some steel because cutting this copper is a bitch. Well, did I mention that it's 6:15 in the morning? I think I got up about this time yesterday. I could just as easily get up, turn that thing back on, and be out here for another whatever. And I did actually fall asleep out in the yard in a lawn chair for 40 minutes maybe. Okay, I don't know what to say. You know, between the awesome community of YouTube, machinists, hobbyists, welders, fabricators, who've all taken me under their wing, so to speak, giving me advice. It's truly awesome. These kids don't know what they have with the internet. You can do anything you want. You can learn anything you want. It's all out there. And God knows for how much longer that'll be the case. Don't know. Okay. There's all the fun. I think this is where we started at. The control panel.